My Valyrian and well met indeed. My name's Runstag, and welcome back to the Celtigar Dynasty as we continue on with the war. And so began the war. My inner Optimus Prime there. Anyway, before we begin today's video, I shall tell you a story. So I went to get because this is recorded on the same day, my third recording today, and I went down to get a drink, got myself a nice iced tea with the lychee and mango, very nice. And I came upstairs, think, I'll go to the quickly before I record, and there was a massive spider waiting for me. And that was my reminder that it's spider season now, as the summer closes. It's going to get colder outside, and more creatures from the outside are going to start to think, oh, this is quite warm, let's come in here. And it's going to begin. So we're likely to probably get a few more spider interruptions in the videos, but I just picked him up a spider catcher. Off he went. Well, my dad did, but he did. Out he went the window and gone. So hopefully he doesn't crawl around the side and find a way into the house and scare the shit out of me. But with this room that I'm in now, because before I used to record what is now my bedroom, this is now my office. I used to get a lot of spiders in that room, but this room in particular just doesn't seem to get that many. There's a few now and again, but not many at all. Which is good. So hopefully we won't get interrupted by too many of those. Everything used to just fly in my room. I think it's because we used to have like a little front garden. We've since paved it over because it's just getting out of control. And that I recall, that I think used to be where a lot of bugs would fly in. But now, because my room where it is now is just the window is just above the conservatory, so I suppose they would have to climb up to get in, which I suppose, yeah, they probably could get in, I guess, but I don't know. Anyway, you can't hear the music, can you? I don't think so, according to the OBS. That's better. Okay, let's continue on, shall we? Yeah, so I will address probably some concerns and criticism I'm probably likely have gotten in this recording, but I don't. I could not bear to be any longer under Bewitched, apparently. I could not bear to be any longer sitting around waiting to be under the High Lord, under the Lord leadership of Dragonstone. Because unlike normal campaigns where we probably conspire to take over and stuff like that, we can't, because we're a Targaryen loyalist. So that's a pain in the ass. Whether or not who the hell I'm going to give Stone Dance to, I have no idea. I might probably just make it say, I know he's brawny, that's fine. I might probably make it so the Targaryens, that line is just over in the King's Landing, and Dragonstone is given to other people. I mean, Stone Dance, that'll be given to probably the masses, and then we can spend the rest of the our little foray as the Celtigars gaining power and taking over Dragonstone, which is the idea. But I guess we'll see how that goes, really. And I'm going to load my... Yes, we'll take a nice little wander. I find the Seeker team is just so loud. I don't know what. I don't know if it's just me, but I just find it just at a volume where it just gets loud. Anyway, we won't worry about that. We shall carry on. We've ended the wars. Aegon flew over and just said sod off and burnt their armies, and that was that. And now we begin our march. We shall march upon Red Keep. What the hell is going on over in Crackclaw? Oh, right, she's helping. Okay, cool. Interesting. Even though Lancer's already in the war, but I guess maybe she wants to do her bit, I guess. But yeah, we'll take the Red Keep. Some more men over here. They're about to get attacked. Crap, they're never going to beat that. Never going to beat that in a million years. Oh no, but you're just lost, I guess. I guess you guys are just dead, I suppose. Right, that's fine. So yeah. Also, I noticed here I had loads and loads of money hanging around, so I just got ahead and put some more mercenaries in. So that way, stuff's gonna get done, basically. Hopefully. Tyrell annoyingly is still stuck in the dungeon, but there's not much I can do there, unfortunately. We're going to march on the Red Keep, seize it, and then march on the north and retake our homeland and clear out the enemies. Because, yeah, if we just sit in Dragonstone under the control of Aegon, I can't do anything. I'm just sitting there waiting. I mean, yeah, I can fight the other High Lords, but I can't grow any bigger. So So I'm constantly stuck, really, in that sort of strain at the leash to try and to get somewhere. And some might be annoyed that I've done this way, but I mean, Aegon's got a dragon. He would have flown out. I know I probably shouldn't use a dragon as an excuse, but where the hell are you going, Tyrell? What are you doing? The moment you think you get the AI into a good position, they just start screwing around in the Stormlands. What are you doing? I have no idea why you're going to the end of the Stormlands to... Alright, okay. Nope, we're not going to moan, we're not going to complain. We're going to take it chill, we're going to relax, we're just going to enjoy the game, try not to kill myself in the process. Oh, she got Dark Sister. Oh, Blackfire. Ah, no, because Aegon has Blackfire, doesn't he? Yes, he does. Here a little helps. Bring some more men in. Well, yeah, I'm enjoying this. I just sometimes get frustrated with the Ck2, like, how can I explain it? I don't know, the annoyingness of the game sometimes, which just happen. Right, anyone else we can assign to join, lead various forces? Now one starts and help out. I guess we can see if we get any more men. Oh look, 1,000 men has just turned up. Where is that? Oh, it's carrying my men. Oh look, 40 men. Yeah, that's just wasting my time. Yeah, we won't worry about that. I don't know why, with the music turned up a bit, I feel like my voice is just my audio levels. I don't know, it just feels like my audio levels are my... When I was listening to it back earlier, because I did, it just sounded like my voice and microphone was just a completely different, like, sound, and it's just really weird. Right, but the Red Keep is slowly about to fall to our might. We continue to lose lands, checking what's going on with Viserys. Great, Vagon's gone mad, that's handy. Oh, why are you making this idiot? Oh, no, never mind. I take that back, he's actually pretty good. Viserys is so cool. Oh, crap, the Arryns. Aegon? Aegon, buddy, help. Has to kill this bugger. Strike! Winter is coming! Scum. Go back to the shadow. No, not quite. Oh shit, the Queen's dead. Haha! Killed by Aegon of Dragonstone. Fantastic. And that small dragon got killed. Not surprising. Stormcloud's a beast. Come on, guys. Let's win this. And she's made herself a Targaryen. And she dies. Aegon becomes the king. Interesting. Oh, she's the Lady of the West now. Oh, right, no, because she was kicked off, wasn't she? No, hang on a minute, what? Oh, no, wait. Who is she again? Jane. Ah, no, she's the Arryn girl. Right, I'm with you. Okay. Yeah, what is Tyrell doing? Utterly useless. Utterly fucking useless. And we just lost because fucking... Oh, that's just stupid. Because the AI won't get a grip. They won't... I shouldn't rant, but they won't... The AI just will not get themselves together. And if they don't get themselves together, we are just going to lose. The AI will just lose the whole fucking war. So I think we're going to have to try and kidnap the Queen. And stoke to the level of just utter, like, this. To try and get what we want. I think that's the only way. This is the only way, damn it. Right. Okay. Give artifact. Honestly, if we can get some more Stark armor, it doesn't matter. Oh, that's as far as I can go, unfortunately. Robert Raymond, can I give you some money? No. You can give you some cash, that's fine. I don't mind give you any more money, no. That's it, I'm at my limit. But yeah, we'll do that. We're gonna have to try and nab the Queen. Very, like, it's just so unethical for a Stark. But in my mind, Aegon's, like, kind of, like, behind the scenes. He's doing it. Aegon says, like, yeah, we're going to capture the Queen. Barath and everyone else is like, yeah, okay. What I will do though is I probably will make it so that the Lannisters. I mean, I don't know. Are they fine? Yeah. Yeah. So I probably will make some serious change-ups. I mean, the Strongs. Oh, they're not even married to Thing anymore. Who were they married to before? Was it? Oh, was it the other girl? Wasn't it? I think. Yeah, Jane. No, but they guys cancelled it. Right, well, we'll try and capture the Queen via plots and intricacy, unfortunately. Honestly, it's not the end of the world. I'm not really fussed. We need to kidnap the Queen, and we need to do it fast. You wait 15 more gold, and we can invite other people in. We need to do it before the war ends. Right. Can my pause button work, please? Thank you. Alright. We've got everyone we need. Let's... Can everyone follow me now? That'd be handy, thank you. Can we, like, just gather up our forces, please? Thank you. Go that way, please. Right, how are we doing? We've got 200% plot power, but I always find bribing more people just helps. The more plot power you can help is always better, I think. And there's more for Matters to beat them on the field, but unfortunately we just don't really have the luxury of that. We shall march on the Red Keep. Hopefully Umber doesn't betray me. Alright, we're going for it. No, we should have got this, hopefully. You can stop doing that, please. No, I can't. Crappy Crown Authority. But yeah, if we can capture the Queen, then... Ah, there we go. Success! The Queen Jane's been delivered in a sack to an abandoned keep near the Red Keep. There she is at my mercy, and no one can hear her screams. And so ends the war. We've won. Shall to force our demands. Aegon takes the throne, and she can sod off. And Aegon's got her now. Right, now I'm going to tag over to Aegon because I want to set up some stuff. She's now in charge of the crossing, okay. Shall tag over to Aegon for a bit, and then we're just going to sort out some titles and whatnot, and then that's literally what I'm going to do. Cheating as it is, but there you go. Clear all that off so I can see what I'm doing. But alright, I'll turn the char info off now, because all we're doing now is basically setting up everything with the vassals and whatnot. Lara's my heir. I've tailored the grant. Oh, she's doing a trial by combat. Fine, okay. Long live the king, all hail his grace, Aegon of the House Targaryen, the third of his name, king of the Andals and the Rhoynar, and the first men, lord of the seven kingdoms and protector of the realm. Can I call him the rightful and not the mad? Because he is... It's the rightful from the... I don't actually know. The ambitious, actually. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Because Aegon is ambitious. He's, hard to put him on the throne. And while we're here, we just go for a new few. Jaharis the Unlucky, I just think, is a good idea, I think. The Unlucky, so let's do that. 605. This is how you do nicknames. So if you want to go around and customize the game and add some nicknames to your characters, and go for it. Rhaenyra the Black Queen, that's fine. Daela the... I don't know. What'd she do? Daela the Genius, I guess, yeah. They're not lucky enough that she kept the Iron Throne, though, sadly. But, call her Genius. Because she was a genius. 115433. Oh, the Genius is the thing. The Wise, actually. Was she wise? Probably not. The Quick. No, maybe not. The smart? Is that a one? I don't know, that's kind of weird, but... I guess so, yeah. 16, 48, 1-1, 5-4. I can understand that some of you might think this is really boring, but... I kind of want to show you how to do stuff like this. Because it is kind of handy to do. I don't know what to call this girl. The strong, I guess, because she is... Yeah, takes after her father. Not strong enough to hold the throne, though. Helena could be the usurper, I think. Aegon should be the usurper, but he sat the throne long enough to decide what his nickname was going to be. So that's fine. And Jahaira the cannibal? yeah, that can't make sense. 138. The cannibal queen. Yeah. Elise, I don't know, what do we call the poet, I guess? The ambitious, or just the shadow, that was it. Now I remember. Is that hopefully that is a nickname to give someone, but I'm sure it would be. I'm sure I've seen it before. So, should be alright. There you go, perfect. Jane, I don't even know what to call her. Jane the Young, I guess. Or Jane the... I have no idea. I guess we'll see what happens to her first, and then we'll deal with that. Red Keep. We should probably return Massey's Hook to... The Fours lost their lands, but... Oh no, they won't never take it. Maybe we'll give it to the other Massey guy, Yorick. He's pretty good. I'll show Massey's Hook, please. There you go, you can have that. Strongcliff. The Perkin guy, I didn't think he fought for Aegon. Jane has a claim, apparently. So what happened to this lineage of people that ruled over this? Are they dead or not? No, they are... Wait for the wars. And oh no, wait, no, because they're going to be in charge of that forever, unfortunately. The Dor family fought well for the king, so I think actually him making this guy the lord of that makes sense. Now, will the king grant Daemon possibly the Crackclaw? I don't know. Because Philbert is actually the... Yeah. I think as loyalty and honour, I think he would grant Daemon the possibly of the High Lordship. It's a little bit OP making myself that, but then at the same time it can't make sense. We kind of would be the leader of that. Harper Lucerys is the fat. Maelor, the Valyrians don't get on very well with them. Who would he give Dragonstone to, though? That's the question. Would he give it to his half-brother, or would he give it to Daemon? But that's just making myself too powerful, though, isn't it? So I think what I'll do is I'll leave it for now and see what the king does on his own, I think. We just disband our men. Don't really need them right now. There, rot. She can wait for a try by combat. Oh, my son, nephew, another nephew. I don't really care. Oh yes, I've got the... Everyone hates the fact that they... Aegon's paying money in crowns is probably what would happen. So what's the crown? Queen Helena's crown. Aegon the Third's crown. Oh my god, that's so ridiculous. But he's kind of mad, so you know, it kind of makes sense. What would Aegon's ambitions be? I have no idea. Would he see if he can vassalize? No idea. I'm probably gonna let the AI do. If they want to invade lands and reclaim the parts of the Iron Throne, and I guess I can't. I'll let him get on with that. I guess that's something that I'll let the AI do. Forge a bloodline. Yeah, got him. What happened there? Aegon. Oh, right, there's something already. We interrupt your normal scheduled recording to bring you a problem. Well, unfortunately, as I was recording, this is about a week ago now, I was recording the episode for about an hour and 9 minutes to then discover when I ended the recording, my OBS software decided it would be a good idea to freeze the... Essentially, when I pressed stop, it just sort of got stuck on stopping recording. And this is the problem I found that quite a few people have. And it basically screwed over my recording. So I lost... Basically, I was 20 minutes of what you've just seen is all I was saved. Because that's all OBS actually saved. But actually what happened instead... Well, it did happen. It saved 20 minutes. But the other like 40, 50 minutes recording was completely lost. I tried... And this is partly why I've taken a week to bring this to you and to record this final part, is because I got so annoyed with myself, and I went into deep detail. I went across forum pages, Reddit, everywhere to find ways to get my recording back, but unfortunately I did not, hence why we're talking now. So yeah, basically I did loads of stuff. I went through and I've changed where my OBS actually goes. Because originally I had it so the recording goes to my external hard drive, but I looked into details and found out, oh, actually, that's not a good idea. That's due to my D drive, which is my main drive. Well, not really main drive. My C drive is the main one, but D is like where all my main like installation stuff goes. But C is still where a fair few of my stuff does end up. So yeah, I went through that. We also went through and edited a bunch of the OBS settings. I looked into further detail about why the encoding thing kept popping up, saying it was like too what was the word? It was too overloaded or something or other. And basically, I went through and I looked into that further, and I changed up the encoding software because originally I was using my graphics card to do that. But I think what's happening is that the graphics card is it's already busy running the game and running the recording as well. I think it just was causing the issue. So I went through and I sorted that out, so that shouldn't hopefully cause issues. I went through and changed up the bit rate, so that also shouldn't cause too many problems. I've also now got NVIDIA in the background, so should the issue happen again, then even though NVIDIA, I don't have all my cool microphone filters like OBS does, but I guess if something does happen, I can always fall back on NVIDIA to give you a recording. Something I could also do when I want to record on the consoles, I can actually just get NVIDIA to record the OBS recording thing, which isn't like amazing, but again, it's just another little backup I can do. Also, I made it so, and this doesn't affect the quality in any way from what I've discovered via testing, but I've also made it so that when my video is finished recording, they are in a Flash format, which actually makes it less likely for so say if that issue happened again, or whatever other issue happened, then that way OBS saves a... you only lose 3 minutes or so off your recording, which is quite good from what the testing I've done has provided, so that's quite good. So that's good. I've done that. I've fixed that. And yeah, what my testers given me, it doesn't seem like it's causing any more lagging issues with the video being shadow play running as well as OBS. So it's a nice little bonus just in case issues were to arise. But yeah, I stopped recording. I didn't like recording for a week, partly because I was really annoyed, and also because I was doing a hell of a lot of overtime at work and I was completely knackered. In the mornings I was off doing driving lessons and haircuts and various other things in the mornings, and in the evenings I was just a bit tired, knackered. I didn't have any energy to sit down and think, right, let's go record something. No, didn't have anything at all. And that gave me a bit of time to review the channel and have a little look at where we are and what's going on. 2035? No, 2030. I can't remember how many number. I think it's 2035. That's how many subscribers are at the moment, which is pretty damn good. And so far the channel's doing pretty well. I mean, I did unfortunately cut the canned campaign for Dak because the views were just shockingly low. They were lower than like one of these episodes. And by episode 12 in the series, yeah, it's coming towards the end, but it was like the views were lower than that. And it was just shockingly low, and I was just so surprised. when that DAC episode uploaded, I was like, okay, I'm sure this will be fine. You know, most DAC stuff gets a couple thousand views at the very least. And in this case, it got only 160, which I thought was just absolutely rubbish. So I thought, you know what? Obviously, people aren't interested in this series, so let's just bin this and do something else, because that just really wasn't going anywhere. And I'm not really one to, like, you don't see myself ending the campaigns for War in the North or Battle of Earth when they get less views than this. And that's because it is a secondary campaign. It's a campaign I want to do partly because I just want to play those games. And I also like, when I play, like, say, for example, any other console game, a part of me is like, oh, it'd be cool if I record this. And I always be like, no, this channel has nothing to do with, like, Ghost of Tsushima or something else, or Call of Duty, for example. But actually, it's just nice to bring him to the channel. And it's also nice for me, because I can think to myself, oh yes, I played this, I don't need to replay this anymore. So yeah, it's just nice to bring it to the channel. I think it would just be a waste, I think, of all the money I've spent on all these games over the last, God knows how many years, for me to not really do anything on them with them on YouTube. Obviously, Total War and Celtigar 2 is the primary focus of this channel. And that will stay as much unless I decide to jump over to Celtigar 3, but I doubt that will happen for a while yet. And also, I just think I'm not ready to jump into Celtigar 3 just yet. But Total War and Celtigar 2 is the main focus right now. So if a series isn't doing very well, then I will cancel it. But if a series, you know, Celtigar, Gaunt, that's been great so far. I've really enjoyed myself, and the views are pretty strong. But the Total War campaign, how low it was the first episode, I thought, no, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not. I could, yeah, maybe it might pick up after a week, but I thought, no, it doesn't seem that. I did have quite a few comments. A lot of people were interested, but I did speak to them again in Discord, and everyone was sort of like, yeah, not a lot of people are interested. Start something new. Because again, it's a fun faction, don't get me wrong, but I think it's just compared to all the other factions in DAC, like the High Elves, the Dunedain, Gondor, Erebor, Eredluin, Khazad-dûm, the Ardenheim, Isengard, all those really popular factions, they are the ones that really get the views going. And I think, yeah, Can's good, but I think I need to be a bigger channel for that to really be worth my time. If I'm being honest. So yeah, enough talking. Let's recap you on what's going on. But essentially, just to briefly recap you, I'm going on holiday on Saturday the 21st of September. I'm hoping to get some videos out to possibly upload while I'm away, but we will see how we go. I'm not going to say I'm going to say it's set in stone, but I'd like to. But we'll see how we go, obviously. See how much time I have. I am, of course, as this video is going up, you should be seeing the final mod and games vote for the 2,000 subscriber special series, which is going to be up on Saturdays. That will be up today at 6 PM, Sunday, which is when you're watching this. So yeah, so at the moment, currently with how the votes are currently set at, it looks to be that the Planet Total War, or Planet War, and DCI Last Alliance is going to be fighting it out for my next campaign for Total War. So whichever wins out of that lot, a faction vote will appear in the near future. Also, the DAC faction vote, I'm going to do a new one. That's going to come out probably this week sometime. So stay tuned for that. And also the what other campaign? And yeah, so then hopefully I might have a few more War in the North episodes out. I mean, actually, because this week, it should be the episode where I upload. Yeah, I should also have the Battle of Earth series starting hopefully later in the week, providing everything goes according to plan. And also the Gaunt Dynasty should appear at some point this week. I've updated the upload schedule because I just thought, no, there's too many stuff going on in 1 week. So I thought, no, let's spread it out. So basically, 1 week is going to have 2 Total War episodes. No, 2 Celtigar 2 episodes and 3 Total War episodes. But 1 Total War series, but the 1 series I will upload on Saturday. So there'll be an extra Saturday thing. And then I'll have another series of another game. So for technically we're doing week 1, so I'm going to say week 1. So week 1, of course, we have 2 Celtigar episodes. And then you've got 2... But I don't really know what the Total War campaigns will be yet, so that'll be random probably. But Saturdays will be whatever the DCI, it might be DCI or Planet War will be Saturdays, so stay tuned for that. And then War in the North this week as well, but I didn't get around to doing that this week at all. And then week 2 will be Gaunt Dynasty and Battle of Middle Earth. So, and then eventually either Petty Kings or Dak will fill in one of the weeks. I'm not quite sure yet which one it will be. But yeah, while I'm away, there's something that will definitely happen for sure. You'll see quite a few faction votes for, of course, whatever wins out of this game's vote that's currently being voted for. So give it a vote. It's in my community tab. And also you'll see the Westeros Total War Petty Kings faction vote is still ongoing, and then the Dak one will kick off probably on Wednesday. So there you go. I'm going to stop shouting and just lower my voice and relax. So I'm going to go through and basically recap you of everything that kicked off that you missed in the last 40 to 50 minutes of recording. Now, thankfully, not really a lot happened because I was basically... I sorted out stuff with Aegon and I moved over to Celtigars and basically just did some other stuff. And that's basically what happened. I'll basically try and recap you as best as I can. It was a week ago. I probably have forgotten things that did happen in that recording. Because when I record, I'm in the mindset of, yep, that's happened, I show you this, that's done, and then I move on. But when that happens, when the recording screws me over, I forget what the hell has happened. I remember some things, but things I picked up and mentioned, oh, yeah, this happened, by the way, that I've completely forgotten, so I don't know. But if you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I'll try and answer them in the next video, but we shall see. But anyway, so this is going to be up on Sunday, so I think the new schedule should hopefully take form probably more next week, hopefully. I need to see if I can fit in some Gaunt episodes. Also, going forward, the channel, the episodes for all series going from Monday, so let's just say Sunday to Friday, are going to be half an hour in length, with an exception for the first episode of the series being 1 hour in length for the week. But on Saturdays is where I will do an hour-long episode, and then there will be an hour and a half first episode, so to fill in for that other Total War campaign I mentioned. Eventually in the future, Saturdays might be a live streaming day one day, but not yet. I'm not quite ready for live streaming just yet, especially with OBS screwing me over lately. But we'll maybe review that later on in time. Also going forward, I like what I'm doing currently with the Battle for Earth and War in the North campaign, so they will continue, but I would like to at some point, when War of them ends, and also probably not to do the Red Dead 2 series, because the Red Dead 2 series, by the time War in the North or Battle for Earth ends, it'd probably be so far in the annals of time that everyone's probably forgotten about that series. So yeah, so I probably will just do a new poll. But what I will do is when one of those ends, because at the moment my PlayStation 5, my Xbox Series X, my 360 are all currently gathering dust to the right of me over where my TV is. So I would like to replace something with a series that would involve at least one of those consoles. So for example, Assassin's Creed, because that would involve quite a few of the consoles I've got. Like Valhalla would involve the Series X and other various things. And like a Ghost of Tsushima, for example, because that involved PS5. I want to give them some use, and I think I really want to have a go at bringing them to the channel, and because I've paid a fair bit of money, as you might imagine, on these PlayStations and consoles, that I would like to actually, play them for the channel and play them a bit more proactively than I would otherwise. So when one of those War in the North or Battle for Earth, whichever one ends first, I will replace it with a something that involves that console. Of course, it can be Red Dead again if I decide to do that again and put it to a vote. Then obviously I can do Red Dead. I'll probably start with Red Dead 2 on the PC, but then move over to the Series X with Red Dead 1 and the Undead Nightmare DLC. But yeah, I'm happy to keep at least one series on the PC because that's always fun. But we'll see how it goes. See what everyone votes for, really. This video will be a bit longer in length than the normal half an hour, partly because I've had to now recap you and explain what's happened. So bear with me. Okay, so Aegon's now on the throne. Daemon Celtigar is still with us. It's taken a while to load into the game. No, it's fine. Just checking my OBS, thinking, oh, is it an issue with that? No. We're good. I can't remember if I did this recording, but Glaurung, I tamed Glaurung. I can't remember if I mentioned that, but Glaurung is my dragon. I'm now a dragon rider, so that's good. We're getting somewhere. Trait-wise, pretty much the same. Got stress. I can't remember why we had stress. I'm not quite sure. Other than that, our traits are pretty good. We're still in love with my wife. She's now a dragon rider. She's riding good God, Quelloveda is the dragon she's riding at the moment, which is cool. So my children at the moment, I've got Viserys, who's my heir. He got skilled fighter recently, which is pretty good. And he's been trained by Sir Viserys, the gold dragon, who is formidable fighter, pretty damn good. He's marrying lowborns, but other than that, he's doing alright. And he's got a son called Mataris, which is pretty good. I might offer to... Actually, no, he's already tutored him, that's fine. We've also got another son called Vaegon. He actually is... Vaegon is one of the first members of our dynasty, so that's why I named him. Viserys is betrothed to Mariah Stark, who is actually the heir to the north, so... Marek is currently Warden of the North. That might have happened when we were recording, but Jon died by one of the King's Guard, I think, in the war we had. But we've fulfilled sort of the Pact of Ice and Fire, I suppose, with that. I will actually get her a better tutor, because that's kind of shit. Yeah, Simon's better, who can do that. Vaegon's matchleading betrothed to Celine Rodden, which I can't remember why I did that. Why did I do that again? Oh, right, because she... Oh, yes, I'm with you now. So, Nemery, but that's since been changed, though. Succession's all changed now. It's gone back to Agnatic, so that's probably stupid, so I might change that. But I did a matchleal marriage with that, but... because it's going Agnatic, that means the Tyrells will still maintain power in the Reach. So I may end up cancelling that marriage. We also got another son, Aegon Celtigar, who's married off to Princess Alora of Dragonstone, who stands to inherit the Iron Throne at the moment. So that's happened. We've got a daughter, Baela, who's betrothed to Lord Maelor of Driftmark, so we've got an alliance with the Valyrians involved there, which is pretty good. That's all fine. Other than that, what else is happening in the family? Filbert, you've got a son, Justin, he's now of age. So they have quite a few different relatives on that side of the family, which is pretty good. So I guess if we die out on our side, I guess we can fall back on them, but we should be alright, hopefully. We got Crackclaw Point, I'm sure I did. I think that was mentioned. Yeah, Robert is Hardy's my vassal. We got Donald Dorr, who is a hill clansman, is now one of our vassals. She is going to be an issue because she's married to Aegon Hall. So the Riverlands might end up inheriting my stuff, which is going to be a bit of an issue there. Filbert is a dragon rider as well. He's got Lai Hurleon. He's married to the Collington girl, as he was previously. He's also friends with the king. He's in charge of the Whispers. Pine Forest, because for some reason, yeah, Wayne and Rosby died, but it didn't inherit. For some reason, my character revoked it. I'm not quite sure why, but he revoked it. But I gave it back to Bolan in the end anyway. North Crackler Point. Boggs is still my Castellan. I think... Got a new Justicia. I'm now fabricating claims to take Stone Dance. Because that's my next target. Sweetport Sound's still under control of her. And yeah. Also, when the king, I think it was the king, or I don't know who did it actually. Was it the king? No, it's Valar. So the king, for some reason, Aegon gave his son control of Dragonstone. But for some reason, the AI gave him Dragonstone after I asked him for it. So it's like it's almost the game did like a little code where it suddenly said, oh, instead of giving it to Daemon, let's give it to my son. And it just did that thing immediately. And for some reason, he gave his son the King's Land in the Red Keep and the High Lordship, as well as Dragonstone. And the king, for some bizarre reason, became the capital of the Iron Throne became Castle Black. And I was like, I could keep it because it's kind of funny, I guess, but I did cheat back and sort it out because that was just stupid. So I made Aegon give him back the Red Keep, and what I did then, and then I think during that time when I was deliberating about, oh, should I change it or should I leave it? Yeah, he's still married to Viserys, by the way. She's a dragon rider. She's got Sky Dancer, and he's got Greyfire. So most of the Targaryens have dragons at this point. So Valar must have revoked Dragonstone, so he probably had a claim on it. And he's now since usurped the Valarians, if you can call them Valarians. So Viserys is now gone to exile. His family's been through the right hell. Like, look at this. I'm just going to show you. Oh yeah, Joffrey died. I can't remember if I mentioned that, but he got killed by a Bolton, who then eventually got killed by an Oldcastle dude. So his daughter Daenerys got killed by attempting to hatch a dragon. Daeron died of grayscale. Daemon then, who did have a son, died in battle in a trial by combat by that guy, who my vassal. Laenor got killed by that dragon, who is now Filbert. But he did have quite a few kids. Osric is, of course, the bastard. He's lost his junk and is blinded for some reason. Rhaegar has got a dragon, but then he lost his son. Nairn, he's not bad, actually. He died frothing in the mouth, unfortunately. I don't know what the hell happened there. But yeah. And yeah. So Lycerys has lost his lands now. And the Valyrians' only real power is now in the hands of Maelor, the son of Lord Alan. So he lives on now, but I'm married to my daughter. I think I did a marriage alliance there. So yeah, so I was screwing around that. Valar got himself Dragonstone, and then I went back and sorted out and gave the king back the Red Keep. He also, I think this is already here. I know, he gave this guy the commander of the Goldcloak seat. And Aegon and Valar is now our liege. Aegon's now the king. Aegon the third of his name. So he's getting on to nearly 50. He's not doing too well mentally. So how long he'll live on for, I have no idea. I guess we'll find out. She's now the chief general of the three daughters, which is interesting. Viserys is still with us. I still stand to inherit his stuff because he's made the succession cognatic. Balin, my mother's still with us. Her husband died of cancer. I think that was mentioned actually. And Rain is still around, but William Royce is now dead. In fact, no, Arthas lives on. He does still have Lamentation, which is the Valyrian still sword of House Royce. Iron Throne wise, Aegon still, yeah. Valar's had two daughters, Elora, married to my son, and then Daenerys, who's married to Mataris, one of Viserys' sons. Move on to the Stormlands. Jasper is still the Lord of the Stormlands. He's got a son called Boros, named in honour of his father, probably. He's married to a Massey girl. The Martells are still doing their thing. Hugh Hammer died from too much drinking. But his bastard son lives on, but he's lost his family lineage. But his line continues on in the way. So the bloodline carries on in the hands of House Kozenka, which is a bit of a mouthful, but there you go. In the Reach, then, I did just glance over earlier, but the Tyrells had a civil war, and she's now taken over after the death of her brother, who was overthrown and then killed. So she's in charge of the Reach. Not too long ago, she was going to be... Her daughters were going to inherit the Reach. But since succession's now been changed, so the Hightowers won't inherit anything. Although the Hightowers, interestingly, actually only have... if he dies, she will actually inherit that. Because his son Armand's got nothing, no junk. So I should probably stop saying that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, the Hightower lineage, unless they marry matrilineal, I think it's too late now, but they're going to die out. Because this guy has nothing there to reproduce, so he's basically over. Unless Martin has one more kid, I guess, but I don't think he will at this stage. And obviously, Otto's bloodline, which has been finished off as well. So Otto died of natural death. Brendan, he had died comatose in the bed. Alison's bloodline is, of course, dead now. Oh no, technically it lives on with Brissa. She lives on, I guess, yeah. And obviously... Yeah, so Jane the Silent, she was meant to be a tribe by combat happening. Eric Waters is still alive, but... Yeah, that's it. She's still alive, a Targaryen, but now in charge of the Crossing, which is interesting. But we'll see how long she lives. She may try and reclaim the Iron Throne. Possibly, we may even see Arak possibly rising up, becoming king, trying to become king, possibly. But other than that, most of the Hightowers died off. So the Hightowers may basically die out at some point. It's a bit of a shame. If she dies, which is highly likely, unless she has a legitimized son, but I doubt it. So Meros will inherit unless he dies of that first. And that means probably Lucentine Tyrell will be the next in line to take over. Moving on to the Westlands, which is currently facing a peasant revolt and a retaliation. I don't know, they're attacking actually, that's a lie. It's currently ruled by Lady Brissa, who is the daughter of Helena and daughter of Thailand. She rules over the Lannister lands, but unfortunately she is going to die out soon. And so Tion will take over her cousin. And that lineage which is the sons of Jason Lannister. We also have Lord Aemon, who's come of age recently, and he's still currently the Lord of the Trident, although he's only 2 members left of House Strong. So how long they'll live on for, I have no idea. So far, it looks like the Tullys are stand to inherit the Riverlands, but we'll see what happens there. But right now, they're still independent, so that'd be interesting. The Greyjoy is still led by Iron King Balon, but he's kind of useless and has done nothing. She stands to inherit the Greyjoy lands. Or does she actually? No, she does, but the High Lordship and Kingdom is going to be inherited by Endahar Blacktide so far. So the Blacktides will maintain control, but unless the house has changed in successions, it will still stay as that. Over in the Vale, you have Lord Obar. Obar is still alive. He has since remarried after the death of his wife to Visenya Targaryen, one of the daughters of Viserys. And his daughter is Jane Arryn/Targaryen. So she stands to inherit unless he has a son in the near future. But there are a few Arryns left, but not really many. Yeah, one. Oh no, I think there's some Arryns over here. Yeah, Don Arryn is like the only one of age, but he's over in the Gallant Men at the moment. So whether or not he'll return, I have no idea. There's not many Arryns left either, unless Jane changes her surname to that of an Arryn. I have no idea. Ober is still the Lord of the Vale. In the north, the Starks continue under the leadership of Marek Stark, and one of the descendants of I have no idea. Harrion Stark from God, one of the where the hell was the lineage of what's his face? Yeah, Cregan. Yeah, one of the distant cousins of Cregan. Well, his lineage doesn't really have any lands now. They've since been basically wiped out, pretty much. So yeah. In the Night's Watch, they're still wilding. Like the Iron Throne still control lands above, beyond the wall. The Night's Watch, I don't think exists anymore. I think that's since died off. No, there are still Night's Watch members, but Brandon Tallheart went back. Ben Arbia, Dennis Waterman, Rodwell, but he died of gout. Lyle died of natural death. And then Vardis has recently taken over. Well, 5 years ago, actually. So Vardis Hunter rules over the Night's Watch if they ever reform their order, which I don't know if they will. But other than that, that's pretty much it. So yeah. There's not really else to really say. I think Duskendale controls Rook's Rest, I know that. But yeah. But Emmon's still around there, still rule over that. And the masses we're going for next because we want our lands, because why not? Because we're ambitious, we're here to take some lands. We don't want to sit in our lands of Claw Isle and do nothing. Yeah, faction-wise, there are some... I can't see the Iron Throne, so I have no idea what's going on there. But the factions in the High Lordship of Claw Isle is currently Liege Loyalists, being led by Ella at the moment. Philbert, there's currently one going for my uncle to become the leader, but I don't know why that's even a thing. Especially as that guy likes me, so I don't know. A couple of the Crackclaw guys want the council power higher, and some Philbert wants himself a Crackclaw Point. He's got Mega to support him. Other than that, we're forming the Crown Loyalists. I'd say I'm more loyal to the Crown. Yes, I'm loyal to, of course, Valar, but I'm more loyal to the Crown. Aegon. It was Aegon that made us High Lords of Crackclaw Point, and he, we fought for his claim. So we're going to be loyal to the King no matter what, despite his madness and cruelty. We will stand by the King no matter what. Especially as we are friends as well, so that's definitely helpful. Friends-wise, we're friends with Sir Hullen, one of our commanders, and Aegon and Valar. We're friends, so basically friends all around with most of the, which is quite good. So we're definitely setting up the story of us being faithful and strong loyalists to the crown so far. Will House Celtigar get the Iron Throne? I suspect they probably will at the end of the series, because every single time a player's a loyalist house, but you somehow end up in control of the throne. It happened with Valyrian as well. Anyway, but yes, that's pretty much it for this video. Apologies about the... Well, there's nothing I could have done, so I can't really apologise, but I suppose I can say sorry, I guess. Maybe there's some errors I made early on when I set up my recording software, but, it's just one of those things. But nothing exactly has been really missed. I don't know if... I can't remember if I showed the Kingsguard, but I'll show the Kingsguard. So we have Fred R. Hardy, who's one of the relatives of the Hardys. You still have Crackclaw Baron. So he's one of the King's Guards. We've got Enfren Korn, We've got Kenrick Nutt, who's slightly infirm, so I don't know how long he'll continue on for. Sir Patrick Longborough. There's no R in that. I don't know what's Longborough. It should be Longbow. Longbow? No. Longborough. I don't know. Whatever. He's in the Kingsguard. We've got Lord Dennis Hewitt, who is currently the Lord Commander. I would say, yeah, he's pretty good. So Moran Kai and Lawrence Westbrook. Oh, someone asked me what was my highest character, like, personal combat skill. I think it's 150. I'm sure Jon Snow, when I played as him, he had loads of decent personal combat skill, but it's 90 for us, but stress is holding us back, so if we lose that trait, it'd be 95. So yeah. I've had quite a few suggestions, because I will mention this, because this probably will continue to keep happening. I had quite a few suggestions asking me to play in Essos. Oh, some kid died, yeah. And many people have been asking me about playing Essos for ages now. And I think probably for my next Game of Thrones Ck2 run, whenever that'll be, probably not, obviously not until this is over, unless Gaunt finishes earlier than I plan. But I probably will go in Essos. But the question is, in Essos, where? Because Essos, in comparison to Westeros, is so much bigger. You got bloody, if I go to the Empire, or Kingdom region, I guess, you've got the Three Cities, you've got North Valyria, you've got the Some Isles, you've got the Basilisk Isles, you've got Sophoros, Karth, the Vice Dothrak, Ibn, Sarnor, Asaria, the Free Slavers Bay, and Yin, you got the ET and all that, the Ashai, of course, into the east, the Thousand Isles, but that's not really inhabitable. You've got Nefer, far to the east, got the Joggers Nahai, Carcosa's nestled in there as well, and Leng as well, and also Pharos and some of the Isles down there. So the question is, where the hell will I even begin? So I have no idea, but I probably will do an Essos run of some kind. I mean, the Step Zone, that's Essos, just about. Although I'm sure some will dispute that, but yeah. So yeah, I think that'd be a good idea. Even Beyond the Wall would be good, but again, we're still in Westeros, so I think possibly everyone's probably keen for me to go in Essos, so I'm going to go for Essos, I think. I don't know how we'd do a poll for that. I might just do a couple, I might set up a few ideas. Like, say, for example, certain houses that have been exiled to the east and have decided to become, I could even do a Daenerys run as the Empress of New Gis, possibly. Or Valyria, more fitting. But I think what I will do, because obviously we've done the Targaryen dynasty, we've done dynasties as, one big series. And a lot of people do I like dynasties, but it's quite a strong argument to say that a lot of people like it when you play as just the odd character. Like, players, say, for example, a lot of people like my Jon Snow thing. A lot of people just enjoyed it for what it was, I think. And that's partially why I never went on to do a Targaryen Dynasty Season 2, because we've already done that. I don't mind doing the odd... I mean, there's this thing with Dynasty series. Yes, they're fun, but they do go on for a long time. And in Ck2, yes, you like to play... if I play as a Robb Stark, for example, I would like to play on a little bit longer and see what happens to his kids, and maybe see what happens to his grandchildren, see what happens, see how your Robb playthrough has played off for the rest of Westeros, and I would like to do that. So maybe, possibly in future, I might look at doing a couple character runs in future, but mostly the main characters are, of course, in Westeros. So they're over here. So I don't know what I would do there. So maybe I might do a few house. I could easily do a House of Daenerys campaign, a House of Daenerys Targaryen, and just do a Dany run in Essos, and just become Queen of New Valyria, or become the new Empress of New Valyria and form a new Valyrian Empire. And that I could do, because obviously I could do a House of Dynasty where I do that, or I stick with the Dynasty format. But the problem with the Dynasty format is, as I just said, it's going to be quite a long format series, and I think a lot of people would like. I mean, I may possibly think about it near the time, and I might put it up to a vote and ask you all, what do you think? Do you want me to do a Dynasty series, or would you rather me do a House of series where you play as a unique character and then that's it? Rather than a Dynasty, because Dynasty, when you put the word Dynasty on it, that either means you're going to become the king on the Iron Throne and become, and the problem is once you become king on the Iron Throne, yes, stuff happens, but when you get stronger and stronger, less rebellions, less issues come up. It's only, and the reason the Targaryen Dynasty ended so quickly is because, yes, I did in my own free time carry it on because I was just having a little bit of fun. But all the stuff that I was kicking off was stuff that I set up myself. I had an idea that a civil war was meant to kick off in Westeros, and that was all literally my design. And the whole Aegon thing was literally me as well. Because other than that, the game would have just done nothing. So I like to like do stuff. I like to set up things. I just think if we keep to that stage with dynasties, I mean, with Total War campaigns, it's different because Total War campaigns is different. Like you're not gonna play as your goal is to complete what you're gonna do, and you want to play as a faction for quite a while. But with Ck2, you can jump in and out of different characters as much as you want with this. But yeah, I'm going to give it some thought. I may even put it to a vote, or I might just maybe stop doing Dynasty series and focus on like more shorter campaigns, like Robert Arryn possibly. For example, Robert Arryn in the Vale and helping the Starks out maybe, and becoming the King of the Vale and what happens then. Like maybe change up the title of the series to House Arryn, or like for using that as an example, just seeing what happens really. So I think if we do, I mean the series title, I like the series title. Like for example, if I played as Peter Baelish, it might make sense to call it Baelish Dynasty, but then we have to take the Iron Throne. We have to go on longer than I might want to, because with Dynasty campaigns, you're meant to go on forever, like for a long time. I remember when Sol did his first Dynasty series as Targaryen, he went on a couple, like, good, like, 300 years. And, I mean, I could just call the series Dynasty whatever. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. It's still a series. It doesn't have to be, I don't have to continue on as Daemon's descendants for the next fucking 400 years. I can just call it quits whenever I want to. Or get to a point where I'm happy with the game, content enough. Yes, we could take the Iron Throne, but that's been done 1,000 times. But yeah. But yeah, I mean, Celtigar Dynasty stands out quite nicely, because obviously when I play the Petty King submod, and we're playing, say for example, House Bracken wins the vote, I will call the series Westeros Total War House Bracken. Or maybe House Bracken of Southstone, maybe, but it will still be called House Bracken. Just so you're aware. So I guess I like the term Dynasty. I mean, I've called my Ck2 stuff Dynasty before. It's always done pretty well with the views. But again, once you've set your mind up for doing a Valyrian Dynasty series, for example, I can't really go back and play the Valyrians again in that format. Yes, I could call it House Valyrian, but that's kind of just stupid. That's kind of just the same thing. So once you've done a Dynasty series, you restrict yourself already. And what if you, like, say if I wanted to play as Orain Waters or the Sea Snake, if for whatever reason, I can't really do that because I've already called I can't really call it Valyrian Dynasty number 2 because that just looks silly. Because that'll get compared to the amount of views the first series gets, that won't really get any views. I mean, yeah, some series it makes sense to call Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, but not on YouTube. Well, I mean, people have done in the past, but I just don't think calling it. I don't think calling it a Valyria. I don't think I can really call it Valyrian Dynasty again for a Ck2 campaign. I'd rather just do a House of Corlys Valyrian or House of Orain Waters or something to that extent, I guess. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how we go. But I guess let me know your thoughts and suggestions. But that's all for now. I hope you've all enjoyed this episode. I know it's been a bit of a odd one because I basically talked for most of the last part of it. But hopefully it's made up for the loss of the 40 or so minutes I would have originally had. But oh well. Right, let's hope I ended recording without it screwing me over. But I guess we can fall back on NVIDIA, which is handy, I guess. So thank you, NVIDIA, for keeping going. Hopefully the lagging, hope it's not too laggy or anything like that. It should be alright. I think I've done. NVIDIA only uses your graphics card a slight bit, whereas OBS uses your main I think OBS uses a lot more of your processing system. I'm pretty sure, but I will save the game here even though I've done nothing. The next episode of this should probably be either if I have enough time, I might post this while I'm away on holiday, or it may possibly be when I come back, maybe the week after. We'll see. That's all for now. You know what I will do? I'm curious to see what actually is affecting. Let's just jump out of this a minute. Yeah, I'm curious to see actually what's using up more power, Task Manager or NVIDIA. Does it not show up? Interesting. So NVIDIA doesn't actually show up on this at all, unless it's on background processes, I guess. Maybe. Yeah, NVIDIA uses like no. That's interesting. Yeah, so NVIDIA uses like none of your background at all, really. That's pretty cool. Anyway, that's all for now then. I hope you there's a nice little image of Daenerys. But yeah, Essos possibly for the next Ck2 run, but we'll look into that. But yeah, we'll see how the reign of Aegon III continues. I suspect Valar will become the king relatively soon, and then we shall see how it goes from there. But that's all for now then. Navaya, Naden, Pelamad Mernin, and farewell. Please, OBS, please, just end the recording without screwing me over. Please. Anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Farewell.